size of the rectangle that this drawing fits into is 150 millimeters wide by 160 millimeters high. We're going to start off by drawing a rectangle of that size. This rectangle is to be done lightly, as at this stage in the drawing there are only construction lines. We're going to go over the outline of the finish gate heavy at the end, so we want the heavy lines to stand out. Okay, so next I'm going to mark in my width across the page. You can see here they're shown by dimension lines at the bottom of the drawing, given 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, and so on across the end of the drawing. Using my set square, I'm going to measure those measurements across, starting at the bottom left hand corner of the drawing here, the bottom left hand corner of my rectangle. So the first distance we have here is 20 millimeters. I'm going to put a mark on that. The next distance over is 10. I'm going to add 10 onto 20, giving me 30. Another 10 onto 30, giving me 40, and so on all the way across the drawing. This helps me to save a bit of time instead of moving the set square each time. Next, I'm going to take all these distances vertically up the page using my set square sitting on top of my T-square. Again, remember these lines are construction lines, so they should be done lightly on your page. Right. Next, I'm going to mark the height up the page. See they're shown here. Okay, the vertical dimensions at the side of the page is 20, 10, 80, 10, 20, and 20. So again, I'm going to use my set square to measure those dimensions up, starting 10 being the first dimension, sorry, 20 being the first dimension. Next is 10 up from that. I'm going to add 10 onto 20, giving me 30. The next thing 80 up from that. 80 onto 30 gives me 110, and so on up the page. I'm going to take those distances horizontally across next using my T-square, making sure to keep the T-square in against the edge of the desk. For the points at the top of the gate here, again I'm given dimensions at the top of the page across 10, 25, 20, 20, 20, 20, 15 and 10. I'm going to measure those distances along the top point using my set square. 10 and 25, 35, 20. More distance to 25. You can see on your fence post that where the 20 millimeter line we've drawn along here at the top of the page is represented by this line here in my drawing. You can see from there up they're joined to those top points. I'm going to do the same here on my drawing, running from the 20 millimeter line up to the point at the top using my set square. Okay, these lines are going to be finish lines. We can see that they're going to stand out, so I'm going to do them a little bit heavier on the page. I'm going to lean a little bit heavier on the pen, but they stand out on the page. A useful technique is to put your pencil down on the point you want to draw the line from, put your set square up against the point, and draw what you're using. Steady stroke. And try to start and finish your line on the point. We can see all of the lines on this drawing. All of the vertical lines start here and go all the way down to the end, so I can go over these lines next. The fastest way to do that is using our set square on top of your T-square again, and lean a little bit heavier on the pencil this time. Right, finally, I'm going to fill in all of my horizontal lines across the bottom of the gate, and they're heavy so that they stand out on the drawing. Starting at the bottom, you can see there every second line here is heavy. So I'm going to fill those in. Okay, and the horizontal posts here are heavy from here to here, and so on all the way across. Okay, and that's it.